Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Eileen at Little Grace Nursery, and today I'm going to show you how to stuff, weight, and put together your Reborn doll. So first you need the head, the legs, the arms, so you need all your body parts, and you need the cloth body. You need a nylon stocking to put the glass beads in for the body, and one for the head. I usually use just like the regular nylon stockings, but then for this I use like the spandex stockings for the body. You need your scissors. I use the like little cuticle covers. You need felt or some sort of stoppers to block the opening to the leg and the arm and the head. I use these felt sheets. They're double, or they have a sticky side, so you just peel the sticky part off and attach it. You need, you need your glass beads for weighting, and you need your polyfill for stuffing. Most of the bodies come with the zip ties, so you should be good with that. If not, you will need to buy zip ties. So I'm going to show you first. What we do is I start stuffing the head. I've already inserted the eyes and the or the magnet for the pacifier. And this is baby Ronan. I finished him. I will admit I did not do a good job on his painted hair. And then I tried to fix it and just kind of really messed it up more. And I just was not happy with it. And I've just been really busy and under a lot of stress. So instead of stripping it and repainting it, I decided to just root his hair. But I think he looks really cute. So I'm stuffing the polyfill, and he's a toddler, so I really want his head to kind of be straight. I don't want it going backwards, and I don't want it flopping forward. So I am rooting, or not rooting. I rooted his hair last night. I got home late and I didn't feel good and took a nap, and then I rooted his hair. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that he's all stuffed. His mouth was really hard to get a magnet behind, and for his pacifier I glued and put some tape over it. So let me put a little bit more in here. You want to make sure that you have enough stuffing. You don't want to overstuff it because that can deform the head. So you want to be careful. And all right. So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this nylon sock, and I'm going to fill it with some of the glass beads. They're very fine glass beads. I think I'm going to have to open a new thing of glass beads. These glass beads are getting really expensive too. That might be a little too much for his head. So what I do is, oops, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this in front of the camera, and I keep knocking into the camera. So I just don't have a really good way to fix the camera here. So, alrighty. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to just stuff it up in here. Oh, darn it. You know what? I forgot to put his powder pack in. I like to put the powder pack in before I put the stuffings in. Oh my goodness. I have a time explaining what I'm doing while I'm doing it. Oh gosh. So, all right. But I'm going to take the powder packet and I'm going to, it smells good. I'm going to take and I'm just going to tuck it in here. Put a little more stuffings in it. Yeah, I think he's good. I don't think he needs anything else in here. And then I'm going to take, I pre-cut these so I didn't need to bore you cutting them in front of you. And I just take the backing off, and I'm going to take this out of here. And if it shifts a little bit, I think we're good with that. And we're just going to, if you have regular felt, you can glue that in place. I have to fix his hair, so. All right, so then that's his head. And we're going to weight his leg. And yeah, I'm going to need to get more. So you want to put the glass beads in first. Before you put the polyfill in, because you're putting the glass beads in up till around the knee or a little above the knee. And you want to make sure, give it a little stretch and a little pat to make sure that it gets all the way down, and you can see the glass beads are right about here. So then we are going to take, oops, the polyfill. Whoops. I need to get a better angle here. With this camera. And we're going to just stuff that in there. And you want to make sure that it's not overstuffed, but that you're not going to have a lot of room for stuff to move around. Sorry about that. I've been under a lot of stress lately, and I have not been really getting much of anything done as far as my dolls and in my personal life. It's what it is. It's life. So there's one. And then we're going to do the rest of the arms and legs. All right, so I had to open a new bag of the glass beads, and I need to order another bag because I only have one bag left. Okay, so now we're going to use this to fill and weight the body with. So, oops. I don't, can you see? I think you can see. I rearranged the camera. I'm so tired today. But you want to fill this up. You want to give the baby a nice weight so it feels like a real baby in your arms. So, and these glass beads are getting more and more expensive. That's another reason that these dolls cost so much, because the kits are expensive, the eyes expensive, the hair is expensive, the paints tend to last a long time, the mediums, the paint thinner, the gloss, the hair, you know, the time that goes into it. And you know, you've got to buy the nylon stockings and, whoops, geez, I'm still making the camera shake. So, the glue, I usually use a whole pack of glue with each baby because I got to make sure the hair is glued in, and the magnet for the magnifier, the magnet, there I go again, I can't talk. The magnet for the passy, the polyfill. Oh my gosh, it adds up. It's getting more and more expensive. I don't know that I'm going to be buying many more kits until I start selling. All right, so that feels like a pretty good weight for him. And I'm going to leave a little room in here so he's nice and mushy. Oop. All right, I don't know. I don't think this is going to go in anymore, but we'll make it go in as much as possible. Okay, so I'm going to put the glass beads down. We're going to grab his body and we're going to slide the polyfill back over, and we're going to start stuffing his body. He's got a nice little bottom here, so we want to make sure we have that nice and filled. And what I generally do is I make a little well, I call it a little well, but a little nest maybe. So I can put I don't know if you can see it, but so that I can put this sock in and it fits down in there. Okay. And then we are going to continue to stuff it. And you want to make sure that you have stuffings neatly. Don't make sure they're not balled up, but that it's stuffed neat and evenly around the nylon sock so he's not lopsided. And like I said, make sure that you're smoothing out the polyfill. And make sure you got his little bottom, his little bum here all nice and stuffed. You can go back in and add more stuff in the legs because this one is open. Some of the bodies you get, they are not open here. So you have to be really careful, but making sure that the stuffings are covering or filling everything it should be filling. So, and we don't want to make him floppy because he is an older baby. Okay, so make sure we got him weighted. And then we're going to take, you want to make sure that you're putting the legs on the right side. And get your zip tie. And you want to make sure that it is easily movable, but not so loose. See how this is? It could come right out. So you don't want it to come out. So I usually just see it can still come out. I don't know if you can see. I don't want to pull it. But I just do it a little bit at a time and I make sure that I can still move it. All right, I think he's good now. And then we're going to put the other leg in. And we're going to pull this zip tie. And that's way too loose, so we're going to all right. We're going to take our little cuticle scissors and we're just going to try and get it as flush as possible. And we're going to make it a little tighter. There we go. Oh, these are really heavy duty ones. I usually use the little light ones. These are really thick. Okay. Okay. All right, buddy. I'm going to take an arm. Make sure you got it on the right one on the right side and the left one on the left side. Whoops. The arms, for some reason, seem to be easier to put in and still have them move. I'm not sure why that is. Like the legs, I worry more about falling off than I do the arms. Alrighty. And you want to make sure that you don't have a lot of stuffings hanging out here, because the last thing you want is stuffings hanging out, and you know. So he's in there nice and tight, but still has a lot of wiggle room. Oh, I already cut that one off. And I'm going to take and stuff these down. I don't know if you can see how his shoulders are. Like, so for the older babies, I just take and I put a little bit of stuffing, extra stuffing, like in under the arm. So there we go. And I'm going to make sure he's got some extra stuffings. And just make sure that he's well stuffed. You don't want a floppy, almost toddler. Okay. And then we're going to take his head and we're going to stick his head in here. And we're going to pull the zip tie. Okay. And we're going to make sure that it's not going to come out. I might have to give it one more little pull. Oh, you're just a cutie. Oh my gosh. And then we're going to take I'm still in my pajamas, to be honest. I'm exhausted. I didn't sleep. I was up late reading him. And so that's our little baby. Okay, I'm going to show you what he looks like. We're going to move over to the other table. See you in a second. All right, so I am holding the phone because I don't know, it's not working out too well over here. But I just wanted to show you that I put a size 3 diaper on him, but I'm thinking I may need to go buy a size 4 because it's a little snug on him. So he does have a scratch on his face, and I got a little shiny spot there that I have to fix. So let me get him dressed and we'll be right back. So here he is, everybody. This outfit is a little too snug on him, so I have to go buy him some clothes to wear. Same thing. It's just, it doesn't fit on the bottom. So, but the hat fits him perfectly. So, but that's how you put together your reborn doll. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.